Okay, we got our first demo trading entry. Um, let's just get into it, I guess. Okay, where's my keyboard? Oh. All right, so it's currently 8:31 a.m., August 4th, 2025. Trade journal entry. August 4th, 2025. We were doing New York session. No entry. My bias was bullish based on 1 hour and 4 hour structure and high time frame bullish fair value gaps. 5-minute time frame confirmations showed bullish fair value gaps and a bearish inverse fair value gap, including a break of structure, a bullish break of structure. My setup was 1 hour high, bullish liquidity sweep, a new higher high, and then an inverse fair value gap, and leading up, a bullish break of structure, and then that's it. So we got 1 hour. My setup was 1 hour high, bullish liquidity sweep, a new higher high, bullish break of structure, inverse fair value gap. That was respected. Entry was missed. Yep, I missed my entry. What I did well was able to form a bias and follow strategy confluences correctly, including spotting them. What I will improve. I missed my entry because I was trying to look for a break of structure or inverse fair value gap when it was already there. Got mixed up with other steps and was very confused and distracted. Note, need work on executing entry and more practice backtesting. So, great. That works and all. So here's the problem, right? Is this? No, that's for that. I think if I go to this, yeah, here we go. Okay, so I'm not gonna turn on my camera because this scene is weird. Like this transition is weird. Like it'll glitch out my camera and stuff. Anyway, you guys can understand this though, easy. So we were paper trading, obviously. I have all the other tabs here. Okay, so I was around this area. I circled it this is when I got on 5 a.m. and this is where we missed the entry. So we have high time frames here. We have one high time frame, and the red ones are yellow. The red ones are yellow. The red ones are 1 hour time frames, and the yellow ones are 4 hour time frame. But the 4 hour is nowhere near here. And I took out all the ones that have been passed, especially for session highs. These are session highs, but they all got passed. So the only ones that mattered was around here, and I just kept these, even though this one moved back into this area and whatnot. I kept it because, as you can see right here, we have bearish fair value gap, bullish fair value gap, and then intersecting each other. I came in around here. I got on. And then I started seeing stuff, and then we see a bullish fair value gap, and then a bearish fair value gap, and then this is where I started getting distracted and confused a little bit because of price action and how it was working. So let me just take out this so we can see more. Oh wow, this laptop is tweaking. I'll just move this right here. All right, so this is what I was understanding. I was seeing like bearish and bullish fair value gap, and I was like, okay, bearish price has to go in and then retest, but then bullish price has to go in and retest. So it did that for both. So I guess bearish and whatnot. This is a bullish inverse fair value gap, and this is a bearish inverse fair value gap. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is a bearish and this is a bullish, or I meant bullish and bearish. This is confusing to me, because what do you do when you have two fair value gaps of opposite trends trying to, do all this retest and shit? It just doesn't make sense. And maybe this isn't even a fair value gap, because I was confused on right here. This candle doesn't even have a wick. I can zoom in all I want. There is no wick. It's confusing, because like what do I do? There's no wick. So does it count as a fair value gap or not? At the end of the day, if it does, it confused me hella. It confused me so much. And then right here is where I also got confused, and I was really distracted as well, trying to get answers from ChatGPT. But I was so distracted and confused, I forgot what step I was on. This right here is the inverse fair value gap, this blue box. This is the inverse fair value gap in between these three candles, in between this candle, this middle candle right here, this bearish candle, this black one, is what the inverse fair value gap is. Now, from what I understand, this is bullish. This is bullish. This is a bullish move. This would confirm my bullish move up, which my bias was right. This inverse fair value gap formed. This would have been step 5. Step 6 would have been me entering around here, because it was on a 5-minute time frame. I would have scaled down to 1-minute time frame, and 1-minute time frame, I wasn't even on it. So I was really confused in my notebook as well, trying to just understand where I was at. So I basically would have entered around this area. Price was retesting that inverse fair value gap a lot. As you can see, just retesting these entire zones. And back on the 5-minute time frame at 6:25 right here, because I was right here when I was confused on what was going to happen, because as you can see, we were in the zone of the inverse fair value gap. We get a long wick on the bullish candle here, and it's a small candle too. It's like a hammer or something, or like a club or a spear, I don't know. But we were in the zone for it, and I thought, okay, well, we closed. And the second we opened up right here on 6:25 a.m., the second we opened up on a new one, a new section, boom, it just skyrocketed. It just skyrocketed so quick. It just kept going. It literally just kept going. But yeah, so I missed my entry because I was confused, I was distracted, and all the above. So I need to work on a couple things, which is making sure I don't have distractions, making sure I'm not confused with my own strategy and setup, making sure I understand this type of stuff, like the inverse fair value gap, what it means if there's two direct confluences, one bearish, one bullish, but both the same type of confluence, as in the fair value gap, as you saw, bearish and bullish fair value gap in the same area. I need to understand what that means. And then I need to understand what it means if I see a bullish fair value gap into a bearish fair value gap turning into an inverse fair value gap. So I don't know. I was asking ChatGPT. ChatGPT said that here, I'll switch it back real quick. ChatGPT was saying that, because originally this was marked black. Here, I'll mark this black so you can see what I was looking at. This is what I was looking at. ChatGPT said that this was an inverse fair value gap. So I was like, okay, I guess that makes sense, because, price is about to disrespect this right here. I can see it. I didn't see anything like all this. And then I guess if this is an inverse fair value gap, making it a bullish, right? A bullish concept or a bullish confluence, this technically would be a bearish inverse fair value gap, because this bullish fair value gap was disrespected by this, but then this fair value gap that's bearish was respected. Because if we look over here, up, fair value gap, bullish fair value gap, down, bearish fair value gap, up, disrespects the bearish, down, bearish fair value gap, up, bullish fair value gap, down disrespects, and comes back up to retest, forming a new one. So this is confusing right here, this whole situation. And this was the break of structure zone. I was waiting for it. So that's what I meant by step 5, looking for a break of structure and an inverse fair value gap confirmation or continuation. And I just completely disregarded the fact that inverse fair value gap was right here and it was getting, respected and all that. Everything was being followed through, but I didn't follow through. My first time demo trading, my first session, because I'm doing 100 trades a day, or one trade a day for 100 days. And the first one I missed. So this is going on record. I wasn't going to say anything. I wasn't going to count this. I was going to be like, okay, whatever. I guess we'll just retry again tomorrow. It is a Monday after all. But no, I have to learn from this. I have to be disciplined and I have to commit to this. If I'm going to commit to this and if I'm going to do this, then I'm going to do it right. So, and plus it's been 2 weeks, I think, since our last backtesting session. Our last backtesting session was around like July or something like that. And I've been waiting a while to just get onto this because I wanted to start on the beginning of the week and I wanted to start fresh in the beginning of the month. So it's August 4th now. I couldn't start on 1st, 2nd, or 3rd because that's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But I plan to start on Monday, which is today, the 4th. So from here on out, I will be making recordings of these and I will be posting them to my YouTube. And these will be my trading entry journals and whatnot. So first trade I missed. Bias was correct though. And I know what I need to improve. And I have it all in my notebook. And I'm going to be, oh my God. I'm definitely going to be back testing like crazy. I'm going to be back testing like crazy for the rest of this week. I'm going to have at least 2 back testing sessions, 1 or 2 at least a day. If I lose like this, because I take this as a loss, even if I miss it, even if I didn't lose money at all, I take this as a loss because I'll show you right now. This may look like, okay, you know what? At least you missed it and you didn't lose any money because it could have went bearish. But no, if I pull this down, reset the chart view. Oops. If I pull this down, reset chart view, you can see right here. This was a crazy move up. This was definitely a crazy move up, especially if you're looking at it on a 1 minute time frame. This was a crazy move up. Literally the craziest move up ever. And then it's been consolidating ever since. So that's on me. That's on me at the end of the day. But I'm gonna take this as a loss. I missed my entry because my bias was right. I knew what I was looking for. I got confused. I got distracted by watching YouTube and looking at ChatGPT and going through notes and whatnot. I got distracted. I got confused because of that. And I wasn't paying attention to the charts and seeing what was happening. And that's on me. I missed my entry because I was being irresponsible and not disciplined to what I am working on and trying to perfect and get better at. So I'm going to take this as a loss. First trade, I lost. So, but we'll be back testing. And every time we lose now, we'll be back testing every time. And even when we win, we'll make sure we understand why we won. And if we don't understand why we won, then we'll go over and over and over again until we understand. But anyway, I'm going to take a break. I'm tired. I'm frustrated. I'm stressed. I'm irritated. It's been hours. It's been like 2 hours since this all happened. And I've been just trying to wrap my head around it. So it's whatever. I have to go do some things either way. Go get some food, grocery shop. All right, whatever. You guys don't care. Peace out.